Hi, and welcome everyone to Don't Kill My Character presents The Bargain, a Masks a New Generation story. I am Miguel Clásico. I will be our GM this evening. I'm very excited to introduce y'all to our amazing cast. Very, very exciting. I said that already. But to be back here then, I'm just stoked, y'all. Yuri, who are you?
Hi, I'm Yuri. That is why you are I pronouns she, they. And today I am playing Sofia Sirena Buenrostro, pronouns she, her, playbook, the star. And I'll pop it over to Ale.
Awesome. I'm Ale or Alejandra from Table Talk RPG. And my pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Rosa, otherwise known as Muerta. And my playbook is The Reformed. Go on, Mika.
Hey, I'm Mika. My pronouns are he, him. And today I am playing JOÁO LIMÃO, aka E Lemon 8. And I'm using the Bull playbook.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. We will begin tonight's time zone, depending. Tonight's tale in midair. We are in Halcyon City, famed and fabled home of superheroes from all over the world and galaxy, right? All seem to congregate here and get up to superheroics, sometimes super badics as well, villainatics. Anyway, no, that doesn't work. A lot of superpowered people, a lot of weird high tech. The city's seen it all, right? Clones, other dimensions, time travel. Someone won the lotto once. It's a nice place. But our characters here have sworn a duty to protect the citizens of Halcyon City as members of the Justiciars, the premier superhero team of Halcyon City. Currently, many members of the Justiciars are out in space doing space justice. You know how it goes. So our team here has been picking up the slack, has been pitching in more, and have really been making themselves known in and around the city. So currently, y'all, you are in Think Tank, your sentient flying car mobile base situation. They are flying you through the air above the skyscrapers, clouds kind of whipping you in the face. You're in pursuit of the Wing Nuts, a group of flight-themed super bandits, they call themselves. Color themed as well, so each has like a call sign. It's wing blue, wing red, other color, another one, a last one situation, and they have stolen the what y'all have come to find out is called the Mask of Chaos, which was affixed to the face of one of the villains that y'all took down last time. It's a very rare and scary magical relic. You really don't want them to have it, and they snatched it out from under y'all. So it's very, very much on you to get it back. I'd say they probably have like 50 or so feet on you right now, but Think Tank has been speeding up, gaining acceleration, so you're getting closer. What do y'all want to do?
You said they're like 50 feet ahead of us?
Sure, something like that, right?
Yeah. So Sofia or Sirena is 100% not driving this thing because she is on like one of the like window like on the sides with her phone, like live streaming the chase and talking to her fans.
We'll say each of you is like in a little individual pod, like you've got a little glass dome over you. But yeah, nice. You're just in there doing that. That way there's no wind whipping you in the hair or anything like that. So just streaming. Other two, would one of y'all want to be piloting, or should Think Tank be on autopilot? Because they can do that.
I think Eliminate kind of stronged arm his way into being the pilot.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fine by me. Fine by me.
Yeah.
I would like you to make just a straight superior roll. We'll see how that's going.
Oh my god. Okay. Pretty well actually. That's 12.
Okay, yeah. Think tank just opened up the, like little panel comes out, steering wheel or joystick, whatever. And like if you want like an N64 controller, they could do that. Just whatever's going to help you pilot
An
the
Xbox
best.
controller.
And they say, eliminate, friend.
Yeah.
I trust you and your piloting skills. You've put in enough hours that you. That's right. You have something I do not. Say human.
Is
instinct.
it the horns?
Well,
human instinct. Yeah,
Friend, if you would like, I could make horns on the front of my body so that we could match. Please.
Yes.
I will do that. And then just like little horns out at the front to kind of hop up and over, and then you just hear like a quick.
You don't think that's going to mess with the ergonomics at all?
No,
or anything?
No.
Okay.
I trust the car. Okay, trust the car.
No, for sure.
No, it's super sweet. I don't think it. I mean, no, I'm not a scientist, but I feel like this can only help. Otherwise, wouldn't have suggested it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't be a backstreet
No,
corner.
Backstreet's back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was my fault from earlier. Muerta, what are you up to other than arguing with eliminate?
We're enclosed, or is there? Would you say that I can like attempt my vitality absorption on one of them from this distance, or are we too far?
You would need to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
And you'll need to like open your dome up in order to do so that you'd be exposed to the elements. We got a pretty good like strapped in situation, goes in like a bungee cord. There's a lot of redundancies here. In case you.
Am I able to like kind of stand on top of it like while strapped? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So your dome kind of like recedes. Like it comes out, and then the sides of it, the metal bits, come down. Like they open up, they come under you to form a platform, and then just kind of lifts you up a little bit, so you're there. And then just like little grips come up out of it to like hold your feet in place and everything.
Nice.
Think tank offers you like a little not a shelf, like a bar to hold on to, like for stability as well if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. And
boom,
I'm basically just rating myself. Do I know which one has the mask?
That is going to be the leader. Give him a fun name. I give him a dumb name, and I give him a fun name. I guess you don't know their name. You just know them as they're red. The red one out in lead. So you got 4. They're kind of in a flying V situation, right? So the closest one to you is going to be the white, wing white. And they're,
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
then I kind of want to just ready myself to get within range of the one that I know at least has the mask, and then I'll shout down to eliminate. Can you make this thing go any faster?
Can I make this? Yeah, I can make this go.
Well, then do it.
Can you go faster?
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
You've got, you hit your L2 or whatever, and you hit the booster. Think tank knows what to do, right?
Yeah, JOÁO's discovering that he's a car person right now.
Go for him.
Yeah, this is giving him like a thrill that he only gets when like he unleashes his full beefiness powers. Yeah, so shiny, so chrome. I love this. Yes, I feel the power surging through me. Yes.
So as you get closer, you're about to get into range. The 3 in the lead, they also start to speed up a bit as the other 2. So white, Muerta that was in front of you, and then on the other side, the wing black. White kind of like does a weird spin and then flip and does one of these numbers, and out of his arm gauntlets, this sort of like these like blades come out, and then black goes off to the side and then just like shimmers and disappears.
Okay.
Y'all probably have a few seconds to do something before white comes in, just like crashing into Beast's dome. Or sorry, eliminates.
So, um, Sirena knows how our awesome vehicle has all sorts of gadgets and all sorts of things, and she's definitely asked it to do this before.
Okay.
But she just goes, "Hold my phone," and like a little claw thing comes out.
A tripod.
Hold her phone.
Absolutely.
As she opens the roof of her pod, and so now it's just recording her like standing up all heroically with her cape like flapping in the wind and everything, as she's being held down by the same little grippy stuff as Muerta is.
Right.
And so of course she has to have her fans watch as much of her super awesomeness as possible.
Of course.
So she waves to them and blows a kiss, and then because she noticed that one of them kind of like went invisible. Right. And so she's gonna put her hands out, and I'm gonna do sort of like in a wave motion, like a sonic blast, because even if they're invisible, that doesn't mean they're incorporeal, to attempt to get them to come back to a visible state. And it'll most likely hit the closest one as well, just because of the like it's sort of a wave trying to like net, catch all, not very strong, but it's very wide.
Okay, so that sounds like we're doing attempting to unleash your powers, not directly engage a threat. So that is going to be a roll with your freak score.
Right.
Yeah.
You're freaky.
And as a reminder, you do have a +2 ongoing from the chat. What this means is you just have a +2 to the rest of your rolls for this scene. So give that up. I believe with your freak that's going to be a +3 total.
Yeah. Nice. That is an 8 plus the one I already have, plus the 2 from our ongoing is an 11.
That's fantastic. So that is a great roll. On an 11, on a hit, you do it. On a 7 or 9, nothing. So because it's not a 7 or 9. Okay, so yeah, you just let out this sonic burst, right? And it kind of like shakes Think Tank and y'all a little bit, but y'all are able to stabilize without a problem, right? Old Tank was anticipating it. Well, just like flinched up or something. Like whatever a sentient transforming car machine thing would do to brace itself for this, right? And you'd probably able to like aim it above y'all a little bit as well for something. But yeah, you see White get hit by the impact and then kind of go flying backwards, and then have to disengage his arm blades to like start to restabilize. So he's kind of shook for a second, and then off to your right, you do see another like shimmer and then kind of like some static looking like TV on the wrong channel kind of situation, and like a little lightning, and then Wing Black comes back into sight. She begins to tumble as well. But at the just as she begins to fall, she does one of these numbers, and like a grappling hook comes up, and then it hits like right near your dome, Sirena, and then she kind of like starts zipping up towards you.
At least they're visible now.
And there's like sparks flying off her and stuff as she does that. What do y'all do?
I want to try and ram into her.
Yeah, if she's going so fast, if we go towards her, it just hits.
Yeah, directly engage a threat.
Just crash the whole ass car into them.
That's what it sounds like to me. So yeah, we're gonna directly engage a threat.
Can I use my playbook move physics? What physics? I guess that's bull in a china shop. When you directly engage a threat, you can cause significant collateral damage to your environment. To choose an additional option, even on a miss. I guess there's no environment to cause collateral damage too.
It
Never
would be
mind.
It would be Think Tank.
I don't want to hurt Think
Your
Tank.
good friend Think Tank. Okay,
No.
so we're just doing a straight up, directly engage the threat.
Yeah.
So that would
All
be
right.
roll with danger, which I believe
I think I have a +1.
2 actually.
I do.
Yeah, and yeah. +2.
Whoa. Okay, I didn't. Today I do. Oh. Okay then.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice. That's another 12 total.
Cheese
Hell
and
yeah.
rice. I love it.
Wow. These dice are
So
doing me good.
you punch in a command or two, like boop boop boop, couple buttons, and you just hear Think Tank over. Y'all probably have a comm situation. You know what I mean? Let's just make this easier.
Gonna ram into him.
Maneuver 41, understood, and then just like kind of like you tilt this way and then down, just like slightly right, and just slam right into wing black. Now you get to do, I believe, 2 of the options here from the directly engage the threat list. Since we rolled over a 10. Yeah.
Okay, so this we're doing the white one. The two are
I thought we were
attacking
going
in
for
white.
It was white. We had the blades, and then black was the stealth one, and that's the one that was grappling
yeah.
towards you. So you're doing like a
Black. Yes.
right,
In black.
kind of like a clothesline situation.
Yes. Do they have? Who has the mask?
That is red, who's still off with the ones that sped. Like these two came back to like waste your time, basically.
Okay, we're all in this together. I don't know if this will really create an opportunity for. Can either of you use this opportunity for anything?
I've been ready to basically attack the one with the massive the second we get close enough. So if you give me an opportunity, I'll take it.
All right, creating an opportunity, and then, do they have anything worth taking? And then also frighten them. Yeah. So, there's no way I can avoid a blow with this. So, yeah. So, create an opportunity for your ally, and impress, and then frighten the opposition.
I will say, if you had picked avoid their blow, we would have found a way. But anyway. As you come in, you slam right into Wing Black. You see like her whole harness, we called it a little flight harness, just start to crack in the front a bit. You see you do see fear in her eyes behind the flight mask and everything, right? And then she says, no way, I'm out of here. But as she does, she's got this little disc thing in her hand, right? Like a metal, and she slams it down on Think Tank, jumps back and lets loose her parachute. She's gone, but the little thing on Think Tank's like beep, beep, beep before an explosion goes off, and it rocks y'all a little bit. So
steam's coming out.
You're gonna
eliminate nose.
Yeah, you're gonna take a condition. I would say probably angry, but that's up to Yeah, cool. So yeah, you don't like that. Your friend just got hurt. But as you've cleared one of the wing nuts. Sorry, I made up that name and I don't like it. So we just gotta live with it, though. You know what I mean? They can't all be winners. As you
wingers, because they're flying.
Oh yes, no, I love it. Oh, I love that so much. No, please continue. Please never stop. One of the wingnuts is out of the picture, right? They're out of the scene. You come in, so yeah, you see him, you punch it, and y'all just drive. We're gonna say just drive directly into Black as well, who then spins out. He flies back ways. You're still, shooting forward. He's now behind y'all, but quite a ways back, trying to catch up. And Muerta, you indeed now are close enough to all 3 of the lead ones. You really close that gap to deploy your vitality absorption.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I'd like to aim both of my hands at the one with the mask.
Excellent. it sounds like we are gonna directly engage a threat. So let's go ahead and roll with danger. And if I, on understanding correctly, you also have a +2 ongoing, thanks to La Chat.
La Chat.
We love our friends in La Chat. And
This
your
is
danger
nasty. Hold on. It's what is that? 11 plus 4. So 15.
Yeah, that's very large and in charge. So let's go over let's get the bookkeeping out of the way first, right? So on a over 10, you get to pick 2 from that option list there under directly engage a threat, which, to remind all our folks at home, is resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. So that last one has 3 options within itself.
Okay, give me 1 second. Where are the options I can pick from? Are they on basic moves or game moves?
Under basic moves, there's a tab in our Google Sheet thing for basic moves if you don't have the PDF or something open.
No, I got it open. Which one am I looking at?
Directly engage a threat.
Directly engage. Okay. Take something. Okay, we're definitely gonna take something from them, which is the mask.
Okay.
Yes.
We can do that.
And it's just pick 1, right?
You roll very well, so you get to pick 2. Yes.
Okay. I'll say we'll take something from them, and I would like to create an opportunity for my allies, whether that be us getting out very quickly, or if Yuri wants to do something very impressive for her fans.
Because I was facing like the ones, there's the white one coming in, and then the one in black that was about to get on. When one of them put that little bomb thing, the sticky bomb, on our ship.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think she would have tried to when it blows up, because she can't stop it from exploding.
Okay.
Right? She doesn't know how bombs work. And doesn't know how much is on the timer, so she doesn't even want to get close to it. So the most that she feels she can do is suppress sort of like the damage, right? And so a lot of it when a bomb explodes is that like the wave of force that has a chance to knock kind of like us down or hit us in a way that would hurt, right? And so she wants to, I'm going to go ahead and use so like my sonic sound powers to, when it blows up, attempt to use the same amount of force back at it to create a wall. So the explosion hurts the ship, but the blast kind of meets this wall, and so we don't feel the blast of the force because I'm hitting it with the same amount.
Absolutely. So
I know that has some sort of name.
That'll be unleash your powers again. It'll be the same roll as last time. But so yeah, it sounds like the opportunity here is just the other two are taking on the foes while you're dealing with what's going on here. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I don't want it to, because I know Muerta has a plan and she's been like readying herself, and so I don't want it to kind of affect us in any negative way. We can always fix the ship later.
Yeah, you're minimizing the impact of it.
So this does reprioritize our order of operations, we'll say. Can you tell I've been writing documentation at work for 2 weeks? So we're going to do Sirena's role first, and then we're going to get back to resolving Muerta's role because of how these things should play out chronologically. So Sirena, that is for you going to be another unleash your powers. So you roll with
Mhm.
freak again, and you continue to have the +2 ongoing because the scene has not ended yet.
Love it. Let's go. So that's 2. Rolling. That's a 9 on the dice plus 3.
So a 12. Yeah, again, you're able to just like perfectly
Contain
craft. It's
it.
like you curve it even a little bit, right? Like this like wave of energy that you're able to disperse, and then the two just meet, and then there's like a fizzle. So it even minimizes the the rocking, the whatnot, and then y'all are free of any damage and any debris that would have gone flying. It just kind of like hits your wall and falls. Tumbles down into who knows where, but hitting
Oh no.
a guy on a golf course or something. I don't know. No one got hurt. This
Oh,
is,
no.
This is a kids show.
They would never get hurt.
It's not a kids show. No, we're not
I was
gonna. We
going to
don't.
say, when did this become a kids show?
No,
Yeah, no.
we don't, but we're not gonna worry about bystanders because we didn't. Whatever. So boom, that happened.
Yeah.
You all
So
are safe.
it explodes. You all hear sort of the explosion because I can't entirely muffle as the sound comes out the other side of my wall.
Mhm.
But she just turns around and goes, "You're welcome," as she kind of goes back over to where her phone was at.
Heck yeah.
Yikes. Anyway, 1 second. Okay. I need to.
All right, so that's mission accomplished. Right, everyone?
So yeah, that happens. Now we're back. Fast forward a little bit. Hit the forward 15 seconds or so, and we're back to Muerta vitalizing the head of the wing nuts. Sorry, going back to red, and they gave them all special powers based on their color. I mean tech, not powers. They don't have powers. Just to clarify. So you indeed start to like drain off Red's energy. We'll just say y'all know his name is Clarence. It's Clarence Stonewell.
Clarence.
He came from a pretty well-to-do family and then turned to a life of crime out of just that kind of boredom. Really, he's like funding this whole thing with his like inheritance. Right? He starts to like dizzy and wane. And you just hear the other. No, you can't hear the other two. It's too windy. And he starts to he tumbles a little bit and then ends up on Think Tank, kind of like this. And that's when you're able to snatch the mask. He's got it in like a little duffel, and you're able to just like grab it real quick. And then
I snatch it off him and kick him off Think Tank.
Well, no, you don't. Sorry.
Okay.
But before, because we're not quite done. As you grab it, because we're not able to, we didn't select resist or avoid their blows. Something else is gonna happen. You hear him like kind of groaning. He's like, no, we made a deal. We had a bargain. And he pulls something out of his like little. He's got like a pocket, So it's a thanks that has pockets situation. His little flight suit. And it's kind of like the size of like a Mexican hot chocolate guy, like the little disc. And it is also brittle. And he like breaks it, like he's like laying like this, right? He breaks it, and then kind of inhales it. And before your eyes, his skin just begins to like crisp up and disappear until he's just sort of this smoke being with like these big skeletal wings beginning to raise, and then like you see a skeleton inside, but now he also has horns because he wanted to join the cool kids in the horn club.
Horns are my look.
There's just this like sizzling kind of smoke dissipating off of his wings. His big hands come up like this, claws have formed out of them, and he says, "We had a deal, give me the mask!" And he slams them down, and y'all are now spinning out of control. What do we do?
No. Hey, first, I'm the horns guy, okay? Second, don't hurt my car. I say like all jumbled, like don't hurt like us. We're spinning.
Tumbling.
Yeah, I think Sirena had grabbed the phone again, like pointed it over to where Muerta was, because it's like, you know, showing us getting the thing from the bad guys. And then at first when he starts transforming, she's like, oh, hell yeah, like I caught it on video. But then he smacks the car and so she's just like, oh shit. Fuck, I'm trying to think, is there anything
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything I can
that
do.
I can do? Yeah. Would there? No. So this thing, like, smacks think tank, and then is no longer on it. Are they carrying themselves on their own wings, or are they fumbling, spinning with us?
They're now like just standing on the spot, like they slammed down and like kind of rose up, and they're using their wings to stabilize, or he's using his wings to stabilize himself. And he's just sort of like standing there laughing. He's probably in a second or so going to try to retrieve the mask for Muerta, but
Question.
you are also tumbling out in the air.
Do I remember what the mask did to the other people that wore it?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
It it turned
Do it.
Madame Impossible, the villain you faced off with, it turned her into like a weird cosmic death being. I don't know. Y'all don't really know. You just know it gave her extraordinary powers that were also very bad, and it was beginning to take over her body. Like it was transforming her. It took a lot of resources to even get it off of her. She in jail now though, because she did crimes. Even though that was it. But yeah, so it's just it's a no good news kind of situation. If you want to put it on, you can put it on, but
I think I'm gonna. No, you're good. I have intrusive thoughts, and that's okay. I'm gonna pass the mask off to either Yuri or Eliminate, so it's not as close to this guy. So if I can like drop it in the car to whoever's there, or just like fully hand it, not drop it, because we are spinning out of control. Could I vitality absorption the big winged guy?
Yes, we can try that and see what happens.
I will do that.
So we'll say you set it down, and Think Tank is in control enough to like make a little cocoon around the duffel bag that the mask is in, and it's like so it's secure, kind of at your feet, so you're good to go.
Okay.
And so let's vitality drain some.
Let's vitality drain some. Okay, 5, 4, so that's 9, and then plus 4. So my plus 4. 13.
Excellent roll. So same result. You get to pick. We're directly engaging a threat. You get to pick 2 off of that list of 4.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Y'all just going for it today. I love it.
Yeah, we are.
Feeling
Let's go.
good.
That thing that he cracked, he just like smelled it and it transformed him, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It like the whole thing. It's less like he smelled it and more like it.
And like absorbed into him.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like it chose to go in itself.
Okay. And the wings are from his wingsuit, right? He didn't just become like demonic now.
He is a skeleton with smoke for a body.
Hot.
And giant horns and glowing red ass eyes. And his bones are kind of like crackling. You see kind of like embers underneath and stuff, right? He's effed up.
Does he have anything on him in particular that I can see?
Like a loincloth? No, not even. No, he's got nothing.
If he's just bones, can I take his spine?
I mean, okay.
What do you mean? Like, just grab it?
If he's just bones, can I take his spine?
Okay. Yeah.
I want to take his
So,
spine.
We're gonna say, or we are gonna take something, and then what's your other option?
Resist or avoid any additional blows.
Got it. Tight. Yeah, we can do that. So you go absorptioning, right? And
I'm an ex-villain. I know how to dismember.
I mean, right? He's close enough that as you're absorbing, like it's like the smoke is coming off of him and coming into you, and then you start to feel really dry, like you're just drying out, and your skin does begin to crack a little bit as well, and you start to see like kind of red lines forming. You go in with your arm, grab at the spine, and just pull. Right, you pull it. It turns to ash in your hand, as does the rest of his skeleton except the wings, but he's still there. He's now just a being made of pure smoke and big skeleton wings.
Okay, heard.
Muerta, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
I was trying to fix it!
Ooh, I need to mark some things down real quick. So.
Okay, I'm choosing to believe you.
I thought with no spine he couldn't stand, okay? Like...
He's not even standing, he's flying. Oh no.
I can't really run into smoke. It's our next best. I mean, I could run through it. I don't think he took his spine and that didn't do anything. I don't think I can.
The wings are still there.
I mean, somebody needs to, because we're sort of still careening. So I think as a pilot, see if you can get Think Tag back in control so that we're not just careening out of the air.
Take his wings and add them to
That'd
Think
be
Tank.
nice. Oh, I could just get him on the sides.
Yeah, well, just a straight up roll to do that.
Mm-hmm. And so as you're trying to, I was just gonna give a little addition before you make that roll. With that, since you took the spine, you have this weird itch in the back of your head that's telling you to give him the mask.
Too bad I don't have the mask.
I mean, right? But
I'll let that shit go.
we'll just keep that in mind. All right, let's roll to repair our friend. Okay.
Oh.
Tell me something good.
That doesn't sound good.
That's a 1 and a 2.
I don't like that.
Want to send me a reroll?
Anyone?
I don't like that.
Mayhaps.
Someone?
Anyone?
Not. 3's real bad. So.
Well, a miss is a miss.
Right.
Anyway, but either way, yeah, it's
All
pretty good. You attempt. Okay, what were you rolling with?
That was just a straight
It was
roll.
just a flat, yeah.
Okay.
That was
roll.
a flat roll. It was a gay roll.
Did you get to
Yes, I
add
like that
anything?
one. Where's wrong spreadsheet? Sorry. Nothing that would help. Sorry.
We tried.
No, nothing would. Ugh. All right.
Well, an attempt was made. But
JOÁO is
actually, yes.
Sick.
So
right now.
you're attempting to, you're like plugging,
Do not
like
throw up
messing
in
with
the
wires, trying to like get into this panel. You hear sort of like a weary, confused voice. Friend, eliminate. What are you attempting to do under my skin?
To fix you. I'm trying to fix you.
To what
We're
end?
spiraling out of control. I think I'm gonna be sick.
I can fly, and you hear like the boosters or whatever fire up something. Probably it's some kind of green energy here. We're not polluting the planet. But anyway, you just hear like a hum, and because of their confusion, Think Tank kind of overcompensates, and now you're hurtling up into the air at an extremely high speed. You fell enough that you're not in the atmosphere, out of the atmosphere yet, but we're heading in that direction.
Oh God. No, think tank. No, too far. Oh my goodness. Like, I
Hell
can't.
no.
I can't do this.
I point the camera at him. I'm
Why
gonna
would you
make a
do that
great
to me?
clip.
Why would you do that to me? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué você faz isso? Don't do it. No.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do for the ship.
Can I try and
Yes,
directly?
there is, but it's gonna hurt the ship, and I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna see if I can. Can I see if I can? If Eliminate can get just enough control to like directly engage a threat and try and run through those wings.
Yeah, let's do it.
It might be some. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to assess the situation.
Also a valid option. Yeah, let's do that.
So valid.
Yeah. Assess the situation.
Think before we act. Who is this?
So that's a 4 and a 2 plus
6.
a 1.
7.
We're a 7. Okay, so on 7 to 9, ask 1. How can we best end this quickly?
Got it. I mean, it depends on how you want to end it, right? The thing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
He wants the mask, so you could throw it overboard. I don't believe that's an option for y'all.
No.
You could reattempt to fix Think Tank so that all of their systems are operational, or you could just try to take this thing out. We'll say it is currently like thrashing away, trying to get into Muerta's pod, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you notice that its smoke hands do go a bit solid as it's like hitting. So you think there may be a chance to take it out if you time it correctly, and that would end this as well. But you may also fall overboard as you do it. There's no telling.
You better snatch those wings on your way out then.
Okay, so I am going to create an opportunity for
How?
okay. Oh, I feel so bad for Think Tank, but I am going to put my hands on the on Think Tank.
Okay.
And say like, all right, you're gonna have literally like 5 seconds to try this shit again. As like to take control again, as she pulses a wave through Think Tank to like fritz out its control, so it stops essentially working for a couple seconds, and then he kind of reboots after the wave passes through him. He's the electricity kind of comes back into him, and he starts up again.
Okay.
But it gives him probably not even like 3 seconds to attempt to wrest control, at like manually like halt us and put us back on course. Because Think Tank, like, I'm disabling their auto pilot for a couple seconds essentially,
So that we can manually fix it.
So that he can manually take rest control. But it's just as like the wave goes through Think Tank and just fritzes him out for a second or two. So I'm trying to create an opportunity for him.
Okay.
So you can take a second roll at trying to fix Think Tank.
Cool. Yeah, so this will be a probably like it's an unleash your powers roll.
Sure.
For sure. So you've been doing really well with those though. So let's So you just charge up, getting ready to you send the blast through. Let's see what happens. You still got that extra +2.
I thought I had something for like helping others, but I don't, which is like kind of on brand, I guess. Oh, that's not as good as the other ones. That's 7 + 3, so 10.
Not bad.
That's still what you need.
Oh, it's still
So
a
that's
pass,
great.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's still a strong hit or whatever it's called in this one.
Yeah. She goes, sorry, to our little vehicle. Our little big vehicle.
Okay. So as you do, you're able to essentially force Think Tank into a hard refresh kind of situation, right?
Wow.
It's like you hit the power and the volume down button or whatever at the same time, but you did it with a little bit more sound energy pulse. Yeah, you stop ascending and you begin to fall from a few seconds as Think Tank goes into their like default setting, which is just a big circular hovering platform. So you're stable right now as they try to reboot and get themselves together. And now you're all just standing, nothing holding you to this thing. Smoke monster, we'll say, is like here, and the three of you are like, you're on three sides of it, right? So you're kind of flanking it a good 10-ish feet from him on either side. And it just begins to, again, just start, you see him raise his big claws up again to like come down and thrash into Think Tank. What do we do?
Does this count for our resist or avoid blows?
I mean, you'd have to roll again. Because that
on last time we picked take something and resist avoid their blows. Is that...
you already did that. Yeah, no, this does not extend, or that doesn't extend to this sitch. What do we do?
Well, okay. Can you redescribe the setting real quick?
You're on a big circular platform with Smokestack, that's his name, in the middle. The three of you are like kind of like a triangle around him right now. You got maybe 10 feet.
Well, we're not going to outer space anymore.
Yeah, you're hovering in place.
So...
You're neither ascending nor descending.
We're not in outer space, but we're
I
in
take that
inner
as a win.
space. Inside space, we're not really inside. We're still outside, and it's a space, but it's not outer space.
Yeah.
Inner Space is a Martin Short movie where he gets shrunk down and put in his body.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You mean Osmosis Jones? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's like the same premise, except he's like in a little vehicle, I think. Yeah.
Like steam's coming out of his ears as he's thinking too hard about this.
As he's trying to figure it out. I love it.
It's like,
And-
okay.
We'll say as y'all are forming up or contemplating, and it's like slow-mo, right? Big things. Hands are up. You see the 4 of the wing nuts that are not incapacitated flying towards you
Oh, no.
to back him up.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
I feel like
But now that we're on a platform, you can attempt to ram into them.
true. I guess I'm just gonna go full ham and unleash my powers.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
like a Easter lunch no one wants to attend, you're going full ham. Let's do this. Be here all week.
All right. There's nothing. There's nothing I can cause collateral damage to.
I mean, there's Think Tank.
Yeah,
No,
except
I
Would
don't
this
wanna-
count for
No,
team
thank you.
mechanics since we're all facing the same foe right now?
Oh yeah. I always forget to do team points. They should have gotten 2 more from the thing starting, and then another third one. We're just gonna be. You had 1 to start. Y'all have 4 team points to burn still.
Okay.
And
14. How do we use these
4
points?
team, like
Oh, 4
TEAM.
team.
They
Okay.
are
Damn.
used by. Hold on, I'm gonna get the full
Oh my gosh.
reference here. So I get it wrong sometimes a lot. Oh, that's a GM sheet. I'll bet. Your team mechanic. You can spend 1 point on someone else's roll to give them a +1. But and then just if you're in a position where your character could realistically help with what they're doing, or sometimes not, and we just kind of budget.
I have a 6 total, so if someone could find a way to help me.
I can help.
Yeah, I'll absolutely spend a team point to help you. Is that with your +2?
Do I have a +2?
You don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Do we get a +2 plus our team point to give to him?
No.
The team point rolls, right?
And because of the way the roll ranges, where only one of you would need to, because a +2 would only boost it to an 8, so it wouldn't change. A 7 and 8 are the same result. So, who wants to take it? Because then you get to do something fun narratively to make it happen.
If you don't mind, Yuri.
Go.
Like, I think Muerta would, since she's kind of been like facing off with this thing. I think she sees you gearing up.
You're probably closer to them.
Yeah, she sees Eliminate to gear up to go, and I think she just kind of like puts her hands on the ground, and that like billowing smoke of her like drain kind of wraps around you and curls around your horns. And that's just how she's gonna help you go.
I just got +2 on going.
Hell yeah!
Thank you, curly insane guy. Okay, so that puts me at 8 without the assistance.
9 with the assistance. Does that bring you up above the thing?
No,
that's still the same. Okay.
So let's not spin the point then.
I think it's 10 or more. Right.
So then if Sirena also spent a point, it would put you at 10.
Oh, I thought it was just one person. Yeah, if we could all do it, I'd do it.
And it's just like, team ups are amazing. As long as you have the points, y'all can spend it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I might be fudging that a little. I don't think
I am. Let's not worry about that.
Don't worry about
No, we're not going to worry at all.
So she...
Yeah, no, that's right.
She is going to go ahead and she's practiced a lot with this because after finally teaming up with them, she's hurt them on more than one occasion accidentally. Mm-hmm. The sound waves are hard to control. But she puts her hands around her mouth. Not that physically does anything, but it helps her visualize.
Yeah.
And she is going to do like a piercing scream. So it's like imagine like a straight shot of like concentrated wave. Not to push him off or do force, but she's
gonna make him corporeal.
Go really, really high frequency to attempt to like befuddle them for you get a headache for a couple of seconds type of thing. We give Eliminate like an opening to run at them. Essentially it'll distract them for about a second or so. Yeah, so I piercing scream really high at them.
All right, piercing scream
something like that.
And then Eliminate, you're also enveloped in your own smoke energy as well. This is getting awesome, y'all.
Yeah.
And so
they're like grabbing their head because it hurts.
Okay, so with the 10, we rolled it directly engage a threat, right? So it makes sense here. Yeah, you get to pick 2 from the list there.
For unleash your powers or directly engage a threat?
Directly engage. This is a charge. This is
Okay. Yes. Ooh. Okay. I guess the first one is going to be resist or avoid any blow they try to bring on me.
You got it.
And is there anything from them? Part of me just wants to rip the wings off and make them mine. I mean, would that be too bloody if I just go, run? Could I take the wings?
I mean, it is within the I mean, it is within the boundaries of the move. Again, work stuff. I don't see anything preventing you from doing so.
Yeah, I'm taking those wings.
So yeah, it is like, so the Sonic Blast from Sirena comes out, and it indeed befuddles this smoke creature. So whatever it is, it still has to hear, and it still doesn't like that, right? And here it kind of lets out its own screech as well. Keep saying it, his name is Clarence, y'all, but he goes by Smokestack now. Clarence shouts, and it's this big high-pitched kind of situation out just like into the air, and it is Muerta's like smoke, absorption that has enveloped you, that allows you to make contact. So you never actually touch Smokestack, but the smoke does, and that it's like you're wearing a suit that lets you, interact with it. And then you come through its body, grab the wings, and again, the Muerta's power is protecting you from any effect the smoke might have on yours. So good call there. You
Smoke on smoke violence.
Mm-hmm. Only here, folks. Can't get this kind of action anywhere else. You grab these wings, rip them, and as they come out of the smoke body, they also like burn like ash, just like the spine did from what that just turns into ash. And then that. Let's see. It's definitely marking another condition here. Because y'all have been.
Ooh,
good.
And I heal my condition because I hurt someone.
How about that?
Down.
Question: is there? Because I know in like Monster of the Week, if you fail a roll, you gain experience or something. Is there something similar to that?
Oh yeah, that's
this?
totally a thing. But y'all haven't been failing rolls, so.
I failed 2 rolls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you should be marking a couple things. Sorry. We know what we're doing.
Did I put that in potential?
Yeah, there should be a tracker on the sheet. Probably at the bottom.
Potential.
Yeah.
Or is it not? Is it potential?
It's potential.
Slight.
Where the... Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Okay. Excellent.
I was looking for like a little checkbox thing across because.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want to fill more rolls just so I can level up and take another move.
I mean, right? That's how you
It's
learn.
happened. It's happened to me twice on stream with Monster of the Week, where 2 different streams I failed so many times. Plus, I had an ability that like let me gain experience for something or other. But like, I leveled up in 2 different games for Monster of the Week. That's how good my rolls usually are. Anyway, yeah.
So, yeah, you do that, and no wingies. So Clarence then, in his monstrous form, lets out like another big old screech, right? And you just hear, "I'll be back for that," as he flies upwards. Doesn't need the wings to do that, turns out. And
Wait, you didn't need the wings?
as he speeds off, the other wingsuit's like, "Oh, you turn, gotta follow." So
Did you see he didn't need the wings?
They were
threat
just
has
aesthetics.
been
I mean, he's made out of smoke.
neutralized
So
for now.
Well, I mean, can I still? I mean, I guess I can't just sew wings onto me.
They
to
make a
you.
nice
That's
mantelpiece.
gonna work.
It's true. I can put them on Think Tank.
We could put them on.
We
Think
could
Tank.
put them on things. Like,
Yeah. Let's put them on Think Tank.
incredible.
Yeah. Threat neutralized. Yeah.
You see, as Sirena brings her phone out again and does like a little pan, so that both of you can also wave at the phone.
She's just kind of very reluctantly.
As
waving.
like, yeah, as
I'd
he
love to see
goes as he says the threat neutralized, and she's like, yeah. She just waves and turns it off. He's like, all right, well, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone turn into a demonic smoke creature before, so that was new.
But we did see that one portal that let a bunch of them through, so I guess it's kind of par for the course.
You think it's the same thing?
Maybe.
So
We
we're
can
gonna
ask around, I guess.
cut scene real quick, and y'all are back at your base now. You know, Think Tank is resting up. Is like in a self-repair mode, just like a square, right?
Eliminate is just duct taping wings onto
Yeah.
Actually, no. Think Tank isn't like, it's slightly different. Like he's like more elongated, so it's like more like a diamond that he's turned into, and he's just like up in the air, just kind of rotating. Like you all have like a big hangar here, right? So they'll be out of action for a while. Y'all are getting settled in. You're discussing, you know, the smoke monster and everything, and there's no one else around. It seems like the other justiciars who were here on, you know, on watch duty or whatever got called away to something else. So it's just the three of y'all, like settling in with some snacks or something. Maybe when you just get a high, like an alert situation happens, like, you know, lights are flashing and stuff, and then there's just like a readout on a big screen or a little hologram. No hologram. A readout on a big screen, turns to a news channel or something, and there's like a reporter, and he's all disheveled and stuff. He's like, report, we just can't believe what we're seeing here, folks. There's like what appears to be a giant monster made of smoke, and he's turning other people into things just like it. It's horrible. And then like the camera just cuts. It's just static now. And we're gonna go to break. Welcome back, everyone. We're back. When we were last here, our heroes had just sat down to celebrate victory against some baddies called the Wingnuts, who were stealing items, specifically one from them. You got it back. It's in the vault. Probably in a more secure section now than it was before, and patched up the hole that they blew in the wall. You know, just like some drywall up or something. I don't know how that works. It's self-healing. There, it's easy peasy. But just as y'all were busting out the smoothies or ice cream, oat milk ice cream, I don't know, it's better on your tongue. I'd recommend it.
Oat milk ice cream is a very specific pull.
I don't do other non-dairy milks, so
Fair enough.
Okay.
Good to know.
I mean, I'll eat cheese all day, but anyway.
I used to work for a cheese company. Fun fact.
I love you. Where were we? Alert! The smoke monster is back. Smokestack is attacking the citizens of Halcyon City and apparently transforming them into additional smoke monsters. That's not great. See, Muerta, that probably explains the thing that was crawling up your arm earlier. It's gone now. So you're clear.
I'm feeling better.
Yeah. Feeling good, feeling great.
No weird voices in my head telling me to do things.
Nah, not anymore. It was there, right? But now it's gone.
Love
As it like, you were able to just shake that off. What do we do, folks? We don't have Think Tank. Our buddy is out of commish. For
No, my best bud.
but they're healing, so they're gonna be okay.
Going to take my love interest out on a ride.
Your love interest.
Oh,
Yeah,
Probably do it
Lucas,
later.
my gym class
Tank
partner.
to go on dates.
Why not?
Wow.
Poor Think Tank.
Well, I play just a very simple strong
Third
boy,
wheeling.
You know?
Oh, and we found. Sorry, I don't know how I failed to mention this. The location where Smokestack is attacking is the local high school track meet where Lucas happens to be attending in the audience. He's there to support one of y'all's other friends, Claire.
We gotta go save your twink.
Claire does the javelin and
Oh
like other
my
cool
God.
things, right?
Save the twink. Yeah, instead of save the cheerleader, save the world, it's save the
twink.
twink. Save the twink.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Very
get you.
important.
He's so innocent and so sweet.
Okay.
We don't
Kind
have
of
any
useless,
other
but
like
it's
alternate forms of transportation, right?
I mean,
Normal ones.
does one of y'all have your driver's license? The Justiciars have vehicles. They're just not as cool as think tank. You could borrow Bo Peep's like Chevy Nova. I don't know what she has. There's like an Impreza. There's an Impreza in the garage.
Red Chrysler LeBaron convertible.
Yeah,
and that's what we are taking.
There you go. There it is. Perfect.
Yeah. All right, hop in, nerds.
Sirena
Let's do this. Shut up, Terrence. Another
car,
10 is speaking. Let's get in the car and go.
then she looks at her phone and then decides she's not gonna start streaming until they get there.
Okay.
She usually starts streaming when they're on their way, and it's like people are hyping her up and she's hyping them up. But that's usually when they're in think tank, and it looks very futuristic and cool.
You don't want your followers to see us like ordering an Uber to go like drive?
No. No, she's gonna wait. So she just sits like this the whole ride, just with her arms crossed. How far away is it?
It's not very, right? Y'all had to be like close by for attendance reasons, right? I don't know. No, you're able to get there. The traffic's not bad. People of Halcyon City know how to clear the streets when an emergency. Like, there's probably like alternating with the street lights in the city are these like little like siren, flashing light kind of situation that indicate some sort of ridiculous super crisis is happening. So they're like flashing all the way to where you're going. No noise though, that'd be annoying. No one likes that, right? It's just, but yeah. And so streets are clear. Any first responders and stuff are out, just kind of also helping clear paths. So they see y'all. A few people recognize you and actually, cheer you on from the sidewalks as you go. But most of them are running the opposite direction.
Yuri's like avoiding. He's like, no one you can see me riding in this car.
Oh
my god.
Goodness.
Why are you ashamed of my baby? Her name is Millie, because she looks like thoroughly modern Millie with the red dress, for doing some musical, Sutton Foster. Come on, you can't be that embarrassed
Just
with me.
drive.
Oh my gosh.
So you roll up, you're in you get into the parking lot as again people are vacating the high school track field. I don't know why I made it a track. It was done. No, it's not. It's great, y'all. And go in. You have to go in through the little like stadium entrance thing that you see like in Friday Night Lights when they're running through and all pumped up and stuff. And Tim Riggins is making you cry. He's so noble. Anyway, I digress. You come out on the field. There's just like a frightening scene, right? Some of there is your adversary, Smokestack, the giant smoke monster, who is now like 15 feet tall. He has gotten jacked,
grown in size.
And you can see the reason being that as his like smoke extends and like lands on, it's like unfortunately one of the judges of the meet met their end in front of your eyes as they get like consumed by the smoke. You see them like turn into like a smoke being themselves, and the smoke back like inhales or absorbs their and then just like grows even bigger. He spots you, says, "Give me the mask." And what do we do?
We for sure stashed that mask.
Yeah,
right.
You do not have it on you.
Nowhere near
up to you,
okay.
But that's what I assume.
No, for sure. Put that thing in lockdown.
And as a reminder, since we are in a different scene now, the previous 2+2 ongoings have expired. However, Eliminate did receive an additional one just now for this scene.
Cacao.
But also, oh, I see, unused from part 1. Yeah, that's the one I was gonna say. If there's also the other, but there's not. So we'll keep that one because you got 2 and you don't get to use 2 at once. So we'll say that's a rollover.
Pick up.
Damn. Okay. I guess We should probably keep him from eating anybody else. Okay. So I guess somebody keep him busy while somebody else attempts to escort the people out in a safe manner. I volunteer to escort the people.
Okay.
Are you looking at what you can do?
Yeah, I think I want to try to pierce the mask.
Okay.
Because I think I get an additional question being who I am, if I'm not mistaken.
How are we? So pierce the mask is like a social role. It's like used in conversation, chatting. Who are we piercing?
I want to pierce the big man.
All right. So you approach and try to parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love it.
Okay.
Hydrate. You got it. Yeah. Let's say, what's your big speech? Or we can figure it out.
Honestly, I think the move that I want to try to do is I want to kind of break away from my team.
Okay.
And try to maneuver somewhere where I can get close to him, and I am basically just approaching him. And I kind of want to play up the thing that happened earlier where like I was somewhat under the influence, and if I can make my smoke look like I'm still kind of like affected, and basically just approach him like as a fellow villain and try to see what he intends to do with the mask and how I can best help him avoid the worst possible situation. But yeah.
Okay, so we'll just say that happens, and you're off to one side. You've got his attention, and I'd say he repeats what he said earlier. He's like, I don't have to say it again. Bring me that mask, and everything ends. But you see like there's like a little bit of body language even for smoke, we'll say. So yes, let's try to pierce that mask. See what you can get from this exchange.
Okay. Let's do. What do I add to this? It's just
got it. It is your wrong thing. It is mundane is what you'll roll.
Okay, so I have a +0, so just flat rules. Okay, not terrible. Okay. That'll be an 8 flat. And I think I get to ask 2 questions, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay, so the specific question is if you pierce a hero's mask. So a villain, you just get an additional option on the standard ones. Cool, perfect.
I'm gonna ask, what are you really planning? And how could I gain influence over you?
The second one is easy. Unfortunately, it's the mask. That's the only thing that's going to work. The first one, you put something together. You remember something from earlier that Clarence had said. He said, we had a deal. We made a bargain. And you know that deals, handshake agreements, etc., are what the villain world like lives and dies on. So you would bet your reputation that someone else is pulling the strings here. So his intent is to get that mask and pass it off to who's really behind this.
Mm.
Ooh.
And you also know, just with their history, that the Wingnuts are usually hired help. You know, if they do something on their own, it's a bank robbery kind of heist and whatnot. You know, they're kind of like middle tier, C tier, if you will. Maybe B minus on a good day. So something like this is a bit above their, you know, they're punching above
Bit above
their
the pay grade. Yeah.
There you go. Especially because they were able to get into your headquarters and fuck it up, you know. Yeah.
Then I'll make my way back to them and let Eliminate and Sirena know. This is much bigger than them. There's somebody else that they're trying to pass us off to. If we can find them, we can probably cut the head off the snake.
I mean, do you have any ideas who it could be? That, and we can't just leave him here. He's eating people.
I guess.
What if we... Do you think we can beat him up enough for him to tell us who he's working for?
We could.
We can try.
As you ask that, you hear not a shriek, but a yell, a scream from the field. You see a familiar face. It's Lucas from class, who has tripped on like a dirt clod kind of situation. This all happens in a flash, right? He's down, scraped his knee. Smokestack is coming towards him now, you know, gearing up to. He's like, "Bring me the mask, or this keeps happening." You see a javelin fly through his head, and then you just hear, "Leave him alone, you ass! Wipe!" I don't know, teens, whatever teens say these days. It is your friend Claire who
Skippity.
became so his attention diverts and starts heading her direction. She's a bit farther off, right?
I really
What's
thought
the
right
right
then you
for
were doing a dab. It's the way your arms were. Yeah.
That's me, dabbing away. So now, yeah, you've got a little more time to react now because his mind is off of Lucas. Gonna go eat your friend Claire, who I just made up 10 minutes ago.
No, Claire. Claire shared her notes with me once.
My good friend Claire.
And pudding. She always brings extra pudding for y'all.
She helped me pierce
Yeah.
my ears.
She totally did.
Claire's the one who we went to her house for a party and we played spin the bottle. I don't know what she did. She did something to make sure it landed on Lucas for me. Like Claire's a real one. Like
A weighted bottle.
yeah,
Wait,
Claire's clutch.
Okay.
Like you know, you can count on Claire. Like one time, I forgot my wallet and Claire paid for my lunch. You know, we like Claire.
No, yeah, Claire's a real one.
She's she's a girl's girl, but for everyone.
Claire broke me out of juvie.
See?
Oh my gosh!
Claire's the one who convinced me that I need to start trusting you more
Love that.
See?
and like ignore your villain past. You know, Claire, if Eliminate were straight or bi, he'd ask out Claire. But Claire also is a lesbian, so she wouldn't date Eliminate anyway.
This is
Yeah.
all true. Yeah.
I
all
love
checks out.
that. All of it canon immediately.
Yep, 100%. That's how it happens.
She changed the oil in my car once.
We all need a Claire.
We all need a Claire in our lives.
That's the quote.
Yeah, we need to
from
get
this
the
episode.
people out of here before we can engage him. Otherwise, he's gonna target them instead of us, knowing that we're going to go and help the people. Shit. So he's like actively trying to attack Claire now?
Yeah, he's like lumbering towards her. If a stack of smoke with arms and legs could like shake the ground when it walked, it would. But it's
Okay, Lucas. Not Lucas. Eliminate. Sorry. Oftentimes, I also play a character named Lucas Lemon. It's in my
love it.
recurring list of lemon names.
Mhm. Go on.
Eliminate is going to say, "Hey, Lucas, watch this," as he's going to try and impress him, which will give me a +1. So now I've got +3 to this.
That's
So I'm like,
fantastic.
tell me if this is really cute or no, whatever. And then steam coming out of his nose
Whatever.
as I'm going to do bull in
Useless
a,
gay
a
man.
bull in a
Whatever.
china shop.
I love that.
Because I'm going to cause some significant collateral damage to the track and field, maybe probably even the bleachers, because I'm going to ram into this bitch boy of a smoke monster and
Get out.
topple him.
I mean, I'm gonna give y'all another team point just for that. So you have 3 now. So you spent
There you
2, and you got 1 back.
Yeah. So +3. So directly engaging a threat.
Sounds like.
Glad I got that +3 because that's a flat 5. So that's an 8.
Mhm.
We take those.
Which gives me 1, but with my ability, I take 2.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I am going to create an opportunity for my allies
Mhm.
and also surprise the opposition. And so it's like steam's coming from my nose. I think my horns grow a little bit. I take like a runner's stance, and then there's go. And as I push off, there's like this sonic boom as I tear up the field and rush right at that smoke creature to tackle him. Just ram right into him and save Claire.
Got it.
Claire also gave me a BFF bracelet, and I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Gotta love Claire. So we'll say, yeah, you ram right in, and you're able to somehow, your timing right is on again as he tries to hit back. So it solidifies for a sec, right? And you grab hold of this big smoky thing. You kind of start to sizzle a bit as you do too. So in lieu of him like smashing or anything, you're gonna take a blow from that. So let's go ahead and mark another. You cleared your conditions already, so let's mark a fresh one. I would say
It's either afraid or insecure.
I was gonna go with insecure because you're trying to do this to impress Lucas, or actually maybe afraid because you did definitely impressed him. But you don't like the feel of that. You do have exceptionally good healing as the bull, so you can feel your body like working overtime to fight this off. So you don't know how long you can hold this up. But you're able to smack, and this thing's kind of like just like he's like laying on the bleachers, kind of like this stunned for a second, and you're able to disengage and like back off a few steps. And then your allies indeed now have an opportunity to. Wait, you said create an opportunity. What was the second? Sorry.
Create an opportunity and surprise the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean that definitely surprised him, and now it's stunned for a sec, right? Unmoving. Yeah. And what do we do, gang?
I started kind of rushing over to where the people are, and I'm going to use my sound manipulation. I do. I'm going to use my sound manipulation to make my voice very loud, because that's what I do. And I am essentially like attempting to like guide the people out of there in an orderly fashion. And a lot of them especially if we go to the same school, like they know who I am and stuff, and to track me. So they probably brought like parents and like their smaller like siblings and stuff like that. And so I'm guiding everybody out with like promises of like pictures later.
Yeah. As one of the younger
Essentially.
siblings rushes by, you just hear, "OMG, I love you." You know,
Aw.
we don't even have to roll for this one because like that's a pretty easy use of your powers at this point, right?
Yeah.
You do that all day. So
Oh yeah, like the sound amplification like of my own voice is probably like the easiest thing to do.
yeah.
Sirena's probably in the cheer team, and so they don't need a megaphone. And she's just yelling things out.
Do you still do the hand thing though?
Yes, because it helps her visualize.
Yes,
Okay. I have to. I know it's silly.
That's great.
But yeah, so they're attempting to guide people out through like the exit. So it's like, oh, if you're on bleachers, like, you know, like A through J, please go to the left, and the rest of you to the right, and so that they don't crowd in the same entrance. And she's trying to give them less targets. Now, the only ones I think, I don't know if Lucas and Claire would have gotten up, or if she would have had to like physically go to help them off the field.
No, this gave Claire a chance to get out. So we'll say the field and bleachers are now clear of bystanders thanks to both of y'all's efforts. And it is just the three of you and Clarence.
Okay.
All right.
AKA Smokestack.
Yeah.
With the opportunity that got created and the fact that he's surprised, could I argue that since earlier I kind of convinced him that I'm still under like a thrall, that I could get close enough to directly drain him?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, you could definitely do that. So sounds like we're doing another directly engage a threat, unless you have a playbook move that you think is more appropriate for the situation. But I don't know that you do.
I don't know. A lot of mine are kind of like do petty crime to do a thing.
Love petty crime.
Yeah, but what
Big crime, baby.
It's just a wallet sitting right there. So if you take, just kidding.
right. I'm like, somebody left that. Okay. But I did want to ask, because I know we did this last session, and I don't know how you want to rule it for this, but I think I had used my drain to also like kind of extract information. So I was wondering if the fact that I can get directly close, I wanted to like put my hands on their head and see if I could extract the information of like who they're trying to get the mask to.
Got it. So we're gonna change that. Instead of directly engage a threat, let's just use unleash your powers. This seems more like that. So it is going to be a roll with your freak.
My freak.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. Okay. 11.
11.
Right? Yes.
Cool. Excellent.
Or no, sorry, it's a 12 because my freak is a 1.
Even better, but same result. But yes, you see flashes, right? For at first, just bright flashes of things like an alley, a building, broken glass, a strange hooded figure, blood, etc. But it starts to the longer you're able to hold it, the clearer it gets, the more you're able to focus in on like who this is, right? You see like a dark room, like in the basement of a building somewhere here in Halcyon City. You can't quite, you can't see the cross streets or anything, but you know it's here. You get the sense that it is in the city for sure. And you see a figure seated in like a chair, almost like a throne, but they are hooded. You can't see their face. They wear really like old-fashioned kind of looking clothing, but because they are mostly, in the shadow, you can barely make it at all. You can see like the hands resting on the edge of the armrests, right? They're covered in rings and adornments, and you see like tattooed patterns and runes on them. One hand is red, one hand is blue. Doesn't look familiar, but you see you're seeing through Clarence's eyes, right? Like, and you're like waiting. You're like standing in like a line. Like this person is holding court, right? Clarence, you wait your turn, right? You plead your case, and you're given a task. You're given this disc. So this is a taste. Bring me the mask, and you get more. You get everything you've ever wanted. I can make that happen. There's you see a hand, right? It feels like your hand go up and reach the things. Like, what do I do? You hear, oh, I would only use that in case of emergencies. Clarence takes it, really scared. You feel like sweat, beating up. And just like kind of starts to run off. It's like, remember the mask, or I come for you. It's at this moment, Clarence kind of does a look back, right? One final gaze. You see kind of like you see a wider view, and there was a figure standing to the side of the chair. You didn't, Clarence wasn't looking at them at the time, like focusing on the person in the chair. This figure is a woman, arms crossed, wearing like tactical kind of armor, just, like black techie kind of armor. She's not masked. Her face isn't like covered at all, and you just see as Clarence glances and catches her eye, she pulls up one like gauntleted hand, right? Just like a blade comes out, points it at his direction. This is for you. You recognize a villain named Flechette. She is Trejo's daughter.
She's who?
Trejo's daughter.
Trejo's daughter, okay.
The person you put in lockup not 3 months back. And your former mentor, I think? No, that was... Was it his brother? No, his brother's still at large. He has a brother.
He has a brother? What?
He kills bulls.
It's a family...
It's not great. I mean, he thinks locking up his brother's rude.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
But we didn't kill his brother, and he kills bulls.
I mean,
I am the bull, so...
It's a dick move all around.
Yeah.
I do not condone
truly.
bullfighting, folks.
No.
All right. You got all of that from...
Hell yeah.
And then you just kind of like, recoil a bit. You haven't seen that face in a long time, and if she's involved in this, it's no good.
Mm.
Now what?
Yeah, like, I guess Sirena would look at Muerta kind of in a, like, are we going to beat him up or not type of...
She's like, I imagine we're like at a very large distance, but she's just like, no, yeah, this is we gotta end it right here, right now.
This is happening.
Yeah. Something tells me if we end him, they come to us, so...
Right. Let's see. Oof. I want to. Okay, so if we are gonna beat him up, well, first of all, I'd start kind of like jogging my way closer. I can use my sonic control to create small waves when I push off, like my feet push off the ground. So I am a little faster than a normal person would be.
Okay.
Not nearly close to an actual speedster, but it's just
Sure.
a nice little bump.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely.
So I make my way to them because both of them were close to little shadow boy.
Mhm.
And he clearly doesn't have his wings, right? It's just like
No.
this
It's just
form
a
of
big old smoke monster now.
Okay.
Very situation, you know.
Mm.
AQI ain't great today, folks. Tell you that much. Air quality. Anyway.
Yeah. I think I am going to attempt to use my powers to create an opportunity for
Okay.
one of them to come
Okay.
at him, essentially. So I use my little sonic feet
Okay.
to... I am behind him, essentially. So he is in between us now. And I just kind of
okay.
like nod at the other two, and I want to use
You're like up in the bleachers, like above. So he's like still like laid out, like at the bottom of the bleachers there.
Oh, okay, so that wouldn't.
I mean, you could run up there, right?
Yeah.
Like you're running quick, and you could get into position there. Yeah.
So what I'm going to try to do is use it's like solidifying. So the same way that I use my kind of sonic control to make like little like shields on split second of impact type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I am essentially going to wait until one of them comes at him, right? And then if he tries to move out of the way, I'm going to put my shield in the way so he can't
Got it.
leave. Does that make sense? So he's,
Yeah, it does.
sort of.
Like
'Cause
trapping
I
him
can't
in it.
physically restrain him.
Right.
And my waves cannot create like a solid barrier for long enough. So I have to wait until he's moving and use it to create those split second
Got it.
barriers. Because I can only solidify sound for like a second, right? For a split second, because they're waves.
Got it. Solid plan. So we'll say you're holding an action
Yeah,
to
so I'm
borrow a term
above-
from another game.
So I
when the
ran
time
up
is-
to the bleachers and
Yeah.
have my hands out,
Perfect.
and I'm holding my action to watch them. And if he tries to move out of the way, I'm going to essentially use my action to attempt to help them so that he can't like escape. So I don't know if I could give them like a plus something when they attack because it'll be easier.
It could be like a part of
or
a team
how,
thing.
yeah,
I would
or
say, yeah,
I
that
don't
would
know how
definitely
you want
count.
to.
Yeah, that would definitely count as using a team point if you wanted to give them
Okay.
a +1, or if you wanted to make it your own roll when the time comes, you could do a unleash your powers and then see what happens.
See what happens. Yeah. So I'm on top of the bleachers, just kind of waiting.
Yeah, I guess it'll depend on the situation, right? Whether someone else is rolling or.
All right.
So he,
Y'all go.
he begins to stand up. He's not getting out of the way because he still has Eliminate right in front of him, and so he's just like, "Why can't I absorb you? Guess I'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way." And then comes at you. He's slow though, right? So you got a bit of time to react. Actually, no, sorry, I need to rewind this. He gets up and kind of like just has his arms out, and there's like residual smoke all in the air, right? I mentioned it's like very coffee around here. And he starts absorbing it and growing and growing. He says, "This is gonna be easy." And as he swings up, gets armed and like come down, a couple of things, like a flash of energy comes out from the air and zaps him, and then like a wall of ice forms on one side as you see the green and blue wing nuts coming down. And they're just shouting, it's like, "You gotta believe us! We didn't want this! He already took out our friends! We just want to help end this!"
Oh
Hmm.
my, he ate them?
They're in there now. They're just smoke. And what do we do? So now you have two
Wait, okay,
allies.
what happened?
The remaining wingnuts that have not been absorbed by Smokestack have come to your aid, as he has grown to about 25 feet or so.
Yeah, so he
Sweet.
essentially started eating his own team. And so now they're going to help us stop him.
Yeah.
I think I would like to add to the team up for eliminate. And as he's trying to like absorb, I want to drain. Basically. So like kind of negating like whatever strength he's gaining from absorbing. I want to just basically be taking as much, if not more, to kind of help eliminate, really like land an impact.
Got it. Eliminate, is that the plan, or are you just going wild?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say, I guess you're directly engaging a threat.
Yeah, I'm going to grab his leg and try and topple him.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
He hasn't cleared any conditions either, so this is going swimmingly. Yeah, you go for it.
Also gives me forgot I'm afraid, so I have a -2 to directly engage right now. That's okay, because I have the +2 going forward.
It sounds
so
like
it just negates each other.
Yep. +4,
that's
I
fine.
think, because we're both teaming up, so you.
Oh,
I guess it becomes
yeah.
+2.
Well, the team up just negates his -2 that he has to the roll.
Yeah, but he's got a +2
Okay.
ongoing,
So
right?
+2 total. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
so I'm directly engaging this threat then.
Mhm.
Excellent. Let's do this. Oh, dang, that's a flat 9.
11 with the
+2, my +2, and then this is dangerous. That's another +2. So that's a lot.
Yeah, no, you're good. You clear it for
That's a
sure.
lot.
That's much roll.
Mm.
Yeah, you come in, and it's the combination of everything, right? This like electric shock that's coming from the blue. That's like, besides green, that's buzzing around, and then blue on one side, like just through something that like made a weird ice wall. You're not really sure what's going on there, but this thing's caged in. See that now, you from the front, from the top, it's not able to go anywhere. And what that your absorption, your negation, like you doing your thing, he can't hold his concentration, so he starts to solidify as eliminate comes in for like the big tackle, we'll say, grabs by the legs, slams, and then this time when Smokestack hits the bleachers, completely dissipates. It's just gone, except for a leg that eliminate you're still holding on to, but then that soon turns brittle, and then it turns to ash in your hand as well. The wingnuts land.
Question mark?
Their packs are really effed up, right? They're having trouble, they're like, oh no, we're grounded. They look up, they're like, because we helped y'all, you're gonna let us go, right?
When they say that, they feel a kind of force, an invisible sort of force strike.
Yeah.
Because I am above, I essentially am going to use my sound waves to pin them to the floor. So imagine gravity just turned up times 10 for them, essentially.
Yeah.
So it's
goodness.
just constant waves of it's not meant to hurt. So I'm sort of semi solidifying them.
Okay.
But they're going at very low frequency, so they're not going to pierce them or blunt.
Got it. Yeah, we're
and so they're kind of like this on the floor now, and so they can still talk and stuff, but they should have a very hard time getting up.
You're doing that. You're containing them, right? Because they were not in no position to resist, basically. The three of you get a buzz on your comms, and like a little like boop, light comes out, right? You see a head, a bust, really, of a holographic thing of Bo Peep, Shepherd of the Night, who's dealing with something else in the other part of Halcyon City, and she's like, "I just got the update. The mask was stolen, but you got it back. What's your status?" She's famously impatient.
Impressive. I just
We got-
impressed the boy I like. That's the status.
Yes, we're all very proud of him. We got the mask.
Can someone else? Thank you.
And we've got the mask. He was definitely getting it for someone else. I managed to extract the memories, but I'm not sure exactly the identity. But one person I could confirm is Flechette
Yeah. You
is involved.
just hear an O and then a bleep. These comm links are censored, so she said a no word. We'll never know which one.
We'll never know.
But that's not the best news I've heard all day. What about the other wingnuts?
They're apprehended. She just kind of looks over at the men who are being squished.
The ones that are left seems like the one that took the mask in the first place had started eating his friends.
Not great.
Yeah, the wingnuts that are left sort of helped us apprehend the mask robber, though. I have them apprehended, but I don't know. I guess it's up to you guys what happens to them.
You bring them in. We're gonna find out what they know about this whole situation. Then we'll hand them over to the authorities. Till then, keep them in the holding cells down at Justiciar HQ. Bo Peep out, and it's just gone.
All right.
Do you do that? Or do we? Okay, so we'll fast forward again. Right. You're able to get them. You got, those classic, like, energy cells, like the bars made out of, like, lightning or whatever, like, keeping them in. Look with it. Is this really necessary? We helped y'all. Actually, just kidding. It's just, like, normal blasts or bars or, whatever. It's a jail. It's modeled after an old-timey sheriff's jail, just for fun. No, just kidding. Your interior designer was having fun. No, they're just like some basic holding cells. You've kept them in. They're in the same one together, right? It's not like you have individual ones. You don't do this a lot, right? Y'all are heroes, not the judicial system.
The judicial system.
When we put them in
Famously
there, she would definitely want to like sit with them, not in the cell, but like in front of it, obviously. Okay. Clear distinction. To ask them like, hey, so I heard that if y'all cooperate and help, maybe they won't be so hard on y'all when they come for you. So who are you working with?
Breaks your kneecaps before she gives you over to the cops, so I'm not talking.
Unless you're trying to turn over a new leaf.
Unless you're thinking of something
She's
called due
trying to be
process.
nice.
Where's my lawyer?
I mean, we're
That's
not
not very helpful.
cops. ACAB,
Exactly.
we're
Yeah.
not cops.
Why
so-
am I in here?
We're waiting for the cops.
Great.
Unless you want me to hold you guys down again. I don't
You know
think
what?
you enjoyed that very much.
Okay, no.
I could
don't have
hold
to do
you all
that. You don't have to
down.
do that. Oh no. It goes back and forth like this for a while. You're not really able to get. You what you get out of them is that you think they claim, they say that Smokestack was acting alone, right? They had no idea that he was up to this,
Shit.
etc.
Hey, Muerta, do we have any way to attempt to locate the place you saw?
That's interesting. Would we at headquarters?
Probably not. Some time passes. The rest of the Justiciars come back. They tell you to take 5, right? You 3 had a very interesting day. and you must be tired. Spoke Pete, just acting field leader right now or whatever, right? Well-deserved rest. I'm very impressed with your work. But next time, just don't let them take it in the first place.
Okay.
That's more building security than our fault, though.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah.
kids.
She kind of just huffs and walks away. Leaves you all in like the rec room, whatever.
She likes us.
Snacks abound.
Hang out to her.
And so yeah, that's where we'll leave y'all. But before we do, we pan off panel, right? Off screen, if you will, back in the holding cell where you have the remaining two wing nuts. And they look at each other nervously. And Green says to Blue, "Are you sure about this?" And Blue says, "Absolutely. We made a bargain." As they both pull out little
God
discs
damn.
of their own. And that's where we're going to end. So thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah.
This has
Dang
been The Bargain, a Masks the New Generation story. I have been Miguel, the game master. This was awesome. Thanks to our team, our squad of heroes. Y'all did amazing. I loved every second of it, so please keep it up.
I also loved every second of it. Do you guys want to? Oh my
God?
God, who is this?
The voice
I
of
love that
God?
I can always
What?
count
Voice
on
of
you to make that
God.
joke. Yes,
Kara?
it is I, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and Don't Kill My Character. I would love for you guys to chat about anything you want to. Remind us who you are and where we can find you, what other projects you got going on. Then I'll make some announcements for the channel and we'll raid out. But Miguel, do you want to start us off with anything?
And yeah, I don't have anything coming up, y'all. So you can
Cool.
find me around the internets at Miguel_Classico. I have some things in the works, but they are not quite solidified yet. So coming soon and probably here. So keep your
Wink,
eyes
wink. All right. Mika, can I toss it over to you? Talk about yourself.
Hey, hi, I'm Mika. I do things. I'm a director producer over at Roll D5. Personally, I'm actually in my no era for the month of May, where I'm doing like next
Hell
to
yeah.
nothing. I think for the next month I've got maybe 3 streams. One of them being on Thursday, where you can catch me over on Help Action Needed, playing our final part of our Zelda 4-parter series, where I play Aurora, which is so short for Oratium, which is part of the scientific name for citrus fruit. I'm a Korok who speaks in an Irish accent, but only talks around the other characters to make people think that they're and it's a whole thing. Just watch it. He
I
throws
love it.
bombs. That's his personality. He throws bombs
We love that for him.
and likes to torture Jacob's character. You can also catch me. Fun story. You can catch me on RP Jesters right now on their miniseries Hench, where we play henchmen, where I also play a version of Eliminate.
Amazing.
Completely different
Ooh.
villainous version. I think the last episode 10, airs next Monday, I think, or just aired. So you can find that on Spotify. So if you want, the end.
Very fun.
Incredible.
Thank you so much, Mika. Yuri, can I pass it to you?
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. My name is Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I, pronounced she, they. And today I was here as, what's my name? Sofia, Sirena, Buenrostro, pronounced she, her, as the star. Y'all can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere on the internet. Now, coming up, a couple of fun things. I am over on the Tipsy Tigers channel playing Hell Whalers as a sinner who is attempting to redeem themselves by hunting the Hell Whale in the Stygian Sea in Hell. We're all sinners. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of religious trauma. And nasty, gory things. So if you're into that stuff, check us out on Saturdays for that mini series. We should have about 3 episodes left, but it's a good time. It's a really good time. I'm also gonna be here on Don't Kill My Character again next week for Superhero Shenanigans issue.
Yeah, you
I don't
are.
know what number. 11
11.
maybe, I think.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Nice. So y'all get to see me again being super, but as an off-worlder bird person warrior princess called Kilikiki. So there is that. I am also the first weekend of May going to be participating in BIPOC Star Wars weekend. My table is going to be playing on May 2nd. We're going to be playing 10 Candles with Rara as our storyteller. So y'all know it's going to pull at the heartstrings. Y'all know it's going to be a real good emotional time. I'm already kind of getting myself ready for that. And then on New Age Geeks, I'm also going to be part of a 2-part Cyberpunk Red game. So I am very, very excited for that. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a very long time. And then I'm back here for some more superhero shenanigans. Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Love it.
Yay.
All right, Alejandra.
Hi, yes, I'm Alejandra from Table Talk, and I played Rosa, otherwise known as Muerta, the Reformed. You can find us anywhere at Table Talk RPG, where we have now moved to be a monthly podcast where we interview very special guests, many of which, Kate the Great has been on there. But yeah, you can come listen to us once a month, and I don't have anything going on right now, but I do have some stuff in the works in conversation, so keep a lookout.
I love it. All right, and as stated, I am Kate, aka Kate the Great. I actually have a little thing to talk about for Kate the Great cosplays, finally. I will be at PAX East in May, so if you're going to be there, come say hi to me. I'm hosting the TTRPG and Beyond cosplay meetup on Saturday. I'm also going to be helping out with the Marvel Rivals meetup. I believe that's Friday, not sure, but come find me, say hi, DM me on Instagram, and I will let you know where I am, because I love saying hi to people at cons. It's one of my favorite parts. And then I am also Don't Kill My Character. You're here, let's talk about what else is happening over here. So this Saturday we have part 2 of Superhero Shenanigans, The Big Scrap. It is our special episode with Alex, the line developer of Mutants and Masterminds, running the game for us. So it's me, Claude, Extel, and Natasha in that game. Very silly, very fun. Then every other Wednesday, we are continuing back to the main story, like Yuri said. So Wednesday, April 30th, we jump back into that. It's been hijinks, heart, and heroism, lots of drama, lots of fun. I am loving it. I love Yuri's character, Kila Kikiokuli, as well. So very fun times. Check out our YouTubes for that, and all of our channel announcements, because we have some things in the work, like Miguel and I teased, are in Discord. Once they are, that's the first place they're announced. So jump in that Discord to see our schedule, because I'll be posting a peek at, or most of, April's schedule very, very soon. And is there anything else that my wonderful heroic cast today would like to share?
Not that I can think of.
Nope.
You're all great.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. And I hope that you will all return for my wonderful cast here and in chat, because there are always more stories to tell. Wave goodbye for me, friends.
Bye.
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 Stick around for the raid.
Bye.